What is your formula for success? My formula for success is modeled after our 16th President of the United States. I'm going to get right to the point and tell you my formula for success is persistence and determination. By being persistent and determined, you can achieve your goals. However, it's important to understand you need to have a willingness to face defeat along the way to your goal. Today, I'm going to share how I plan to achieve one of my goals for success by modeling the same path Abraham Lincoln took to become one of the presidents of the United States. One of my goals is to improve my public speaking skills, which is why I joined the club. I'm currently working my way through the Competent Communicator Manual, and this is speech number 3. Last month I delivered speech number 2, and a year ago, in April 2013, I delivered my first speech. I did face some setbacks. One of them was my work schedule, which prevented me from attending meetings on Friday. My work schedule changed, and I rejoined the club. My next step was to look for ways, a strategy, to be a little more productive in my speech delivering progress. So I came up with 3 tactics. Number 1, I got a mentor. I currently have a mentor I work with. This is someone who has been in the club longer than I have and someone who has progressed farther. And my mentor is helping me create a plan to be a little more productive in my speech delivery method. Number 2, I schedule my next speech on the day I deliver a speech. For example, this morning I logged on to Easy Speak and I scheduled my 4th speech, which is right around 3 weeks from today. By doing that, I did that because I noticed the day I give a speech, that afternoon I feel great because I got it done, it's out of the way, right? And you're feeling good, so I go ahead and I sit down and I start writing out my next speech. Number 3, I attend every meeting. When I rejoined the club, there was an opening for an officer position, Sergeant at Arms, and I jumped at the opportunity because I realized if I held myself accountable, there are people who rely on me being here every meeting, and so that's really good motivation for me to attend every meeting. Moving right along, Abraham Lincoln's formula for success was persistence and determination, and I want to share a little information about him. He was born February 12th of 1809. In 1816, his family was forced out of their home and he started working to help support his family. In 1818, his mother, Nancy, died of milk sickness. In 1828, his sister died. In 1831, his first business venture failed. In 1832, he ran for state legislature in the Illinois General Assembly. He lost. In that same year, he lost his job. Then he decided he wanted to go to law school but couldn't get in. In 1833, he borrowed money from a friend to start a business. By the end of the year, he was bankrupt. The business failed. He actually spent the next 17 years paying off that debt. In 1834, Lincoln ran for the state legislature again, but this time he won. In 1835, things were looking up. He was engaged to be married, but unfortunately his fiancée died. He was devastated, and he went on to have a complete and total nervous breakdown. He was actually bedridden for 6 months. In 1838, he attempted to become Speaker of the state legislature, and he was defeated. In 1840, he sought to become elector. He was defeated. In 1842, Abraham Lincoln gets married to Mary Todd. In 1843, he ran for Congress. He lost. In 1846, he ran for Congress again. He won and moved to Washington, D.C. In 1848, he ran for re-election to Congress. He lost. In 1849, he sought the position of land officer in his home state. He didn't get the job. In 1850, his son Edward died. Abraham and Mary had 4 children. Out of the 4, only 1 lived to maturity or adulthood. In 1854, he ran for the Senate of the United States. He lost. In 1856, he attempted to seek the vice presidential nomination of his party at his party's national convention. He got less than 100 votes. He lost. In 1858, he ran for the U.S. Senate again, and he lost. But he continued to be persistent. He was determined. And you got to have a willingness to face defeat after defeat after defeat if you truly want to achieve your goal. In 1860, Abraham Lincoln was elected President of the United States and went on to have a very successful presidential career. I wanted to share that information with you because I love to read, I like history, and after reading about him and his formula for success, which is fairly simple, being persistent and being determined, that's something that I use to model myself as a model to achieve my goals. Thank you.